it's 3 to 10 seconds. I try to cut my stories down as much as I can, but how do you get the stories out with just a few seconds?
No, that's just your hook, though. Your hook is 3 to 5 seconds to get them in. You want them to lean in, and then you want to talk in you want to bring in your story. So you want to basically hook them with a question or whatever that's going to intrigue them on that story that you've got there, so that they lean in and stay after that 3 to 5 seconds. I can do speed talking. I can promise you, I can do speed talking. I've had people that told me, you need to slow down because you go too fast. And I'm like, then you're not for me, because I need the fast ones. I need the fast ones, right? But not even I would be able to bring my whole story into 3 to 5 seconds. But you need to hook them in that time so that they lean in and come and listen to the rest that you want to say.
Pique their interest.
Yes.
If they're interested.
Seconds.
Pique their interest.
Debbie, that first 3 to 5 seconds is what would make them want to listen more. So that's why I tell people, in your first 3 to 5 seconds, start in the middle of a word. There's something psychologically about that. So I have no pause in the middle. Like, I will probably have a pause and I'll edit it out, and I will start like when I'm in the middle of a word, and for some reason they want to listen to that sentence. And I'll make sure I'm moving at the very beginning as well, because there's something about that. People are like, well, where's she going? Where's she moving to? Why is her hand flopping around? So just have it be that hook is something that would get them to want to listen to more.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. You girls look great. Fine.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go to Janet next. Or Alana, do you just want to call on them? Because I don't know, your screen might.
We can let Alana choose.
Sure. Janet, you are free to start speaking on your end.
Okay, hi. Appreciate all of you for giving us the insight that you had. I'm not finding that my value, I guess, is enough. I have plenty of leads, and I enjoy doing lives. I enjoy doing the videos, but I'm not sure how to move that more forward. Do you have any suggestions?
If you say leads, is that inside your email list?
Yes.
Something that I started doing that has really taken on traction, that people love, and that has built that know, like, and trust factor a lot quicker, is once a week in my email list, I do a Zoom live where I answer the 3 top questions that I got in email, and I also open up for them to ask their questions live, because remember, TikTok lives and things like that is they can type it, but they can't speak to you. But in your Zoom, you've like literally, you can get them to get them to ask their questions live there and build that know, like, and trust quicker with them. So I've had some great success with that.
Well, thank you for your suggestions.
So
I'm good.
That, and you'll be amazed at how much you like it, because remember, in your email list, those are already people that's connected to you. They've already connected with you. They're already interested. They just need that, that little bit more with you, that little bit more know, like, and trust with you.
With a Zoom, you can interact with like exactly what we're doing here. You can interact with people. You can speak to people. They can ask questions. It's much more personal and interactive, I guess, than just people asking questions on a live.
I'm hoping someday soon I can do a mastermind and be with everybody too.
Yeah.
We're waiting for you.
100%.
So Janet, how many leads do you have total?
102.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So usually about 200 to 300 leads before you can really determine anything. So just keep on building that email list, and your goal is to get to your goal. You want to make 6 figures. 20 new leads a day will make you 6 figures. Like, it works out that way. 30 a day sets you free.
No, I've literally gone. The minute that Michelle said that, go for 30 a day, that has been my main mission. So my content is never to sell. My content is literally like, how can I spark 30 people's interest today to get them interested enough to just come and check out the info? And I've literally, by focusing my content on how can I get to 30 leads a day, I am on an average of minimum 30 leads a day.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I do caregivers and retirees. I had to retire sooner than I wanted to, so those are the people I'm trying to reach out to.
Plan B before you need a plan B. So I've got I don't know if Mogi is on here even, but I've got a customer that literally, back in May 2023, when I just started, she got me there. She started emailing and asking me questions there. She's watched me over the past 22 months make over 4 million. So she bought about, I think it's 3 weeks back that she bought from me, eventually being in my email list all that time. But she's like, I've watched you do this. And I just kept on watching. And I'm like, she says, I'm regretting that I didn't start sooner, but I've seen you do this. I've seen the proof over the past 22 months. But what for me it was, I was extremely humbled at that. I was extremely humbled that 22 months later, she was still in my email list and still picking me, because there's so many other people, but she related so much with me. And every time that she asked me a question in my emails, I would respond and I'll give her answers. And then, and she bought 22 months later. She was one of my very first leads that I got.
Yeah, something I've learned over the years is never, ever underestimate who is watching you.
Yeah.
Because the people I've spoken to are people that know me. I didn't even know that they were watching me. And, they said that they bought from me because it was a know, like, and trust, because it was such a different thing for them, different area for them. But it's just, and, even in my business over the last 11 years, I didn't even know people knew what I did. And people, sometimes stop me in the supermarket and go, I loved your email. I didn't even know you're on my email. But it was just so never, you might never hear from them, but never underestimate. And you mightn't get much interaction and feel like you're not getting much traction and that sort of thing. But keep going, because the people that you are wanting to watch you are watching you. So never underestimate. You might never hear from them, you mightn't see them, but there are people watching you. Yeah.
So that's why I wanted Cecilia to share that story with you, because you have over 100 people in your list that they're in your list. So if you continue to love on them and continue to send weekly newsletters plus the automations, when they are ready to buy, they're going to buy from you because you are showing up. And that's what is so powerful. That's why she shared that story. I have people that
22 months. Yeah, she bought because I kept on showing.
Yes.
22 months later, I was still there.
Yeah. So never.
I just started in October of last year.
Well, same time as me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So you guys never get discouraged when you have an email list and they haven't bought yet. It's just a yet, right? When they are ready, they'll buy. And that's what I absolutely love. And so I would just recommend, Janet, sending a weekly newsletter or add in the weekly Q&As with your list, inviting them to a Zoom. And somebody had asked, how do you get that? You just do that in a newsletter. Like Cecilia just sends it to her newsletter and invites them to the Zoom.
Great. Thank you for your information.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Alana, we'll let you
Okay,
pick.
so awesome. Next up is Tracy.
Hi, it's so exciting to see you all together, and I enjoyed seeing your photos that came out. It was so exciting, and I'm really happy for all of you to be together. So I'm going live. I'm not very good at my story yet, but how soon did you go live? And can you give any tips about that?
Michelle, how soon did you go?
Well, I didn't go live for 90 days because I was terrified.
Me too. I was scared.
But were you drawing people through your story? Were you getting email? I'm really not doing well, but I wondered if live would help. I mean, even if you do it afraid, would it help?
Live does help, right? And doing it afraid helps you more than it helps anybody else. It helps you to grow, and it helps you to narrow things down. I've literally, my first $1,200 was made pointing to text on screen and trending sounds. So I wasn't in on the whole faceless thing, because for me, I knew that the know, like, and trust factor would be built way quicker if I was at least present, but I didn't have the guts to speak on camera. So I was like, I would point to text on screen, or I would drink water or coffee with text on screen and use the trending sound, but I made sure my story was there. My connection was there. So even if there's people going faceless currently, make sure your story feature. And there's going to be a bigger traction where you put 2 cups down, make coffee with your hands, even if your face is not there.